Well, hello and welcome to another vlog of mine. So this morning it's going to be all seascapes. I have an appointment to make at 11 o'clock over the far side of Dublin Bay. I'm in Wicklow and I'm going to work my way up along the South Dublin coast over to the north side, and I want to come home with 5 images and 5 different locations. First stop is Collymore Harbour, so let's get on our way. Hope you enjoy it. So we've arrived at Collymore Harbour. It's 8:35. The sun it's sunrise, but there's nothing happening. Now there's about 95% high cloud cover today and about 10% middle clouds and 10% low clouds. So the conditions are ideal for that sky to absolutely light up. Now about 10 minutes ago, and I'll put the image up on the screen, the sky up here just lit up red, literally for 30 seconds. As you can see, I'm really just waiting for something to happen in the sky. I can see in the distance that, you know, there's no break in the cloud. There were very small breaks earlier on and the sun did get through. So I'm going to give this about 10 minutes. So I've waited that 10 minutes, and as you can see behind me, there's nothing happening in the sky at all. So I'm just going to show you the composition from the back of the camera, and I think you should be able to see that now. So in effect, we have the wall of the harbour taking up predominant portion of the left-hand side of the frame, with Dalkey Island above it. And then you've got that gap with a little bit of light sneaking through, and that water was lighting up beautifully earlier on. And then to the right of the frame, the remainder of the harbour wall. If nothing happens in the sky, we're going to move on to photo number 2, and that's the 40-foot, a very famous swimming location here in Dublin, Ireland, made famous in fact by James Joyce. So a slight change of plan. I decided not to go to the 40-foot first anyway, so we're going to another bathing area with some interesting concrete rocks and rails as well to assist swimmers getting into the water. And I've seen a number of images taken down here, and I hope I'm on the right path. I'm crossing over the Dart railway bridge at the moment. So I'm thinking a long exposure, and it's still only about 15 minutes after sunrise, so we may be lucky enough to get a little bit of colour in the sky. And again, I hope I'm going in the right direction. That list that I did this morning is fading fast. Well, I've taken my second image of the day and I'm really happy with it. It's a very abstract type image. The light has gone in the sky at this stage. And So I've proceeded over to the north side of Dublin now, and the wind has really picked up. I'm on the Bull Island and I'm looking out behind me at the Red Bull lighthouse, and it's a landmark here in Dublin. The light is alternating between very poor and white and very rich with dark clouds passing over. I'm using a super stopper and a 2-stop hard grad to try to capture just the lighthouse to the right hand side of the frame at the very bottom, and leaving a lot of empty space as such, and just allowing the light and the cloud to fill that space. I've taken 2 or 3 different exposures, and I think I'm going to go with a darker one where the middle section of the frame is basically lightened by the amount of light that's passing through that area, and quite a dark cloud had passed up above. So I'm going to head back to the south side of Dublin now, looking for another image, and we may look at Dunleary Pier. But that's it, and I think I better take this vlogging camera off the tripod it's on before the wind takes it up. So that's image number 3. We've 2 more to do, so before we get home to Wicklow. Well, I'm back in the car again. It's day 2 of that 5 images nonsense that I came up with yesterday morning. It's no way to go about landscape photography, but if the end justifies the means, and if I get a nice image out of this weekend, that's really all you can hope for. So today I've 3 images in the bag. One's a bit of a fail, a soft focus as such, resulting from the wind. It's a high wind today. The sun is rising in about 40 minutes. I have an 18-minute drive to the location. I have a location, but I don't have an image in mind. I'm going down to a beach south of Wicklow town, and we'll take it from there when we get there. So let's hit the road. So I left it pretty late this morning, and I actually took a wrong turn coming down to this beach. But this is just a small cove that typifies the coastland south of Wicklow town. And I was very lucky when I arrived on the beach. Sometimes the gods look down at us and offer us a gift, and this morning I took that gift graciously. For when I arrived on the beach, the first thing that I saw was this absolutely stunning S-curve behind me here. And what I've done is simply set the camera up directly in the center of the S-curve, and I've focused on the water directly in front, f10, ISO 64, and I've been playing around with various shutter speeds, but I just wanted to capture the image as you see it as such. The sun has already risen, and I know on the camera there you may not see any colour in the sky, but I can still see a touch of yellow there just above the horizon. So that's image number 4 of this absolutely crazy idea of mine. And I'd like it, this is a disclaimer, this is no way to conduct yourself in landscape photography. It should be a very measured, enjoyable and involving pastime. Well, I spent the past 45 minutes, having found my composition earlier on in literally in seconds when I arrived at the beach. I spent the last 45 minutes looking for patterns in the sand, for just something a little bit different to get out of the day. As the stream flows down into the sea here, this little trickle more than anything else, it leaves patterns that often resemble forests and trees. Now, this type of photography is not easy. As you can see, the camera needs to be directly above the image, otherwise focus stacking is required. And to remove my shadow and other shadows from the actual pattern in the sand takes a lot of moving around. There was a chap jogging on the beach, and I was about to take an image, and his dog came over and just stood directly in this beautiful pattern on the sand. So I missed that one. I think the next time I'm going to go back to the Devil's Glen, because I wasn't happy with the images I got there, and I'll be bringing these wellies with me and getting stuck into that stream. But for now, for today, the vlog is over. So if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe or leave a comment down below. And I really hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you've stayed with the video until the end there, and fair play to you if you have. So thanks, and until next time.